bunny! Hi there guys, welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It's 12:09 hours on Tuesday, March 8th, 2016, and this is Lucy. Hi Lucy. I am at the Coopersville Farm Museum, where I'm giving a talk for the Rotary, I believe, and they're getting started and doing their thing. And Elizabeth came to be camera crew, and then we found they have bunnies.
They're all hiding. Or sun patching.
Hi. You don't get a sunbeam. Hi. Yes, you're a nice bunny. How you doing? How you doing? So much floof. So much floof. It's a very chill rabbit. Just hanging out, pet me. So we've been exploring the farm museum, and they have some cool stuff that I should show you guys. It's weird because like toys like this were just normal when I was a kid, and they got way better too. There's like, I look at that, I'm like, I never had one that cool. But check this out. They have a steam engine, actual operating steam engine. Here's the thing for it, and it's pretty cool. They took the steering wheel off it, which I'm guessing is that sitting down there. It's pretty rusted and beat up. I wouldn't trust it under pressure, but it's cool. It'd be neat to see it rebuilt. I'll be back.
Who is our speaker chair for the month?
Yay! Well, I'm super excited to introduce Chris Boden and Liz. I don't know Liz's last name, but these guys are members of the Geek Group National Science Club, which is located on Leonard Road. And this is such a cool organization. We at the library, we are getting more and more aware of makerspace. This term makerspace. Libraries are doing hands-on activities. The Geek Group has their mission, I don't have this word for word, but they provide access to science, technology, engineering, art, and math for individuals, teachers, institutions, and it's the type of thing where you can become a member to use their facilities. They have all kinds of organized events that you can attend to learn, but they also have all kinds of equipment and lab space so you can go in and do your own thing. And it's really cool. It's on Leonard, and Chris is going to tell you all about it.
Cool.
Hi guys. You're going to of course start out by demonstrating how to turn a quarter, right?
Oh wait. You've seen our video. Here, I'm going to just pass a stack of these around. I'll start with you, and you can just, here, we'll make this easy. And then I'll just set them down to the side if you want to pass them around. Hi guys, I'm Chris Boden. Yes, if you're from Coopersville, I'm that Chris Boden. I was born and raised here. I get that a lot. I'm the guy that my fans keep trying to edit onto the city's Wikipedia page. I'm sorry about that. By the way, Franklin Pierce was born on 11/23 of 1804. You're on your own for that one. I looked at the guy. So this is weird because I do this a lot. I go around to a lot of places teaching people about how to get excited about making stuff. And I'm in Coopersville, which is the worst possible place for me to do this. Because you guys don't need to hear what I have to say. This is a farm. We're in the farm museum! Okay? If you grow up a redneck farm boy, you don't need somebody to teach you the joy of building stuff and getting off your butt and making things. It's an integral part of the farm boy existence.
You improvise, adapt, and overcome. It's how we were raised. It's broken. It's broken. Okay, well, parts are 2 hours away if you're lucky and cost more than you have and take more time than you got, so fix it with what you have. Every farm in this county has a welder and a drill press and a full complement of fundamental tools. That's how we were raised. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Fix it and go on with your day. And there's a million examples of that. I mean, look at this whole building. It's all tools. It's a million different kinds of tools, but it's sewing machines and tractors, and there's a steam engine over there. That's what we do. And my job when I grew up and moved off to the big city was to take that idea of how hard can it be? That's our entire motto. Just how hard can it be? Fix it. And share every type of tool and material and equipment that you can imagine with anybody who has a sincere and passionate desire to learn. That's our thing. I want to help you build the next big thing. You guys just did the pass the hat thing and talked about blood transfusions. We have 3 awesome college girls that came through our building and they had an idea. In Africa, if you need a blood transfusion, the high-tech, awesome way that they frequently do this, I swear to God, is with a soup ladle. Really, they're doing this in the 21st century. They're doing blood transfusions via soup ladle and hope for the best. You pick the flies out, they have one. So these girls got together and invented what is basically a really big syringe. And it's about that big around, about that long, and you stick it in the dude, and it goes through a filter, and it gets the crud out and all that. And go over to the other guy, good luck, buddy. But it's terrifying when you think about it. But this is better than what they had. It doesn't need batteries, it doesn't need electricity, it's got no complicated parts, it's rock simple, you can fix it anyway. They got a $250,000 grant to do this. And this is 3 college girls. And they're building a company. All of you have experienced the moment of, wow, I got a really cool idea. And if you're lucky, you might write it down somewhere, and within a week you've totally forgotten about it. And a year later, you're watching television in the small hours, and there's your idea, and some guy's making $1 million off it. The hardest part is getting from in your head to in your hands, from art to part. That's what we do. And it doesn't matter how old you are, or what letters you have after your name, or if you're rich, or poor, or fat, or skinny, it doesn't matter at all. You walk in the door with an idea of, I want to build this thing, and you don't have to know a full working knowledge of metalworking, or electronics, or robotics, or chemistry, or any of that. We'll figure it out, because how hard can it be? This building is full of inventions and tools. And I assure you that not a single one of them was made by somebody who could count as a god. They're just people. There's nothing in this building that any of you couldn't have invented. And the only reason that not every single one of you sitting around this table is a millionaire who owns your own company today is the dumb excuses you keep telling yourself. And my job is to help get all of that, which doesn't matter, out of your way so that you can do what you want to do, so that you can chase your wild dream. That's my entire job. It's pretty cool. So, here's a fun part. There are no rules to this whatsoever. I'm not just some guy who works for the company, I'm the president and founder of it. And you guys get to ask me absolutely anything you want and hold me accountable. And everything I say is being recorded. I have all the noise of it back there. And we'll go out unedited to the entire internet, which is a very long memory and is filled with people that like to point out everything I do wrong. So, what would you like to know? Hit me.
What have you invented?
Personally? Well, she wants to build a makerspace in the local library. I invented that. I didn't intend to. I didn't set out to do that. I just like making cool stuff and showing off because it's a really good way to get girls. So we just kind of happened that way. We are the largest and oldest nonprofit makerspace on Earth. We've been doing this since 1994. So I graduated Coopersville High School in '92. And we never set out, like it wasn't my intention of, I'm going to be a pillar in the community and build a resource for education and learning. I just like blowing stuff up and building cool toys. It just kind of happened. And now we have, the little camera she's holding makes a video every day. and it goes out, it's the stupid video, it's my blog, this is what I did today. This week, it crossed 2.5 million views. For our official videos, we've got something like 12, 14 million. We have 25,000 members over 160 countries. It's nuts. It's bloody huge. And it just happened. So that's how we ended up there.
Can you tell us more about this major space?
Sure. What it is, all right. I used to live at 55 Mill. And a lot of you are in the generation who will remember this gentleman. There was a really nice guy who lived a couple of houses up and across the street. Right across, he would have been about 110 Mill Street. And a little brown house with solar cells on the side. He had a garage full of lawnmowers and tractors and stuff. Tons of them, like 50 packed in there. And I was an idiot little 10-year-old kid, walked up the street, and being the master of social graces that I am, walked right up into the garage door and, "Hi, how you doing?" And I got talking to the guy, and within an hour he had a wrench in my hand, and we were learning how to set points and gaps, which I still remember, which is fun. I ended up spending an irrational number of summer afternoons in this gentleman's garage because he put a tool in my hand. And hey, let's learn how this works. He gave me a lawnmower, totally took it apart, put it all back together, damn thing ran. I was pretty proud of that. And that's when I found out that on the bottom of the lawnmower, on the bottom of the engine, you got a little pulley, and on the axle you got a big pulley, and engine spins 5 times, pulley goes around 1 time. Turns out if you flip the pulleys around, you can race a lawnmower down your street at 30 miles. That, by the way, makes you a lot of really good friends with the angry neighbor lady. And it's that idea. I got all these tools, let's make stuff. I don't care what you want to make. Doesn't matter. Let's make stuff. Let's figure it out. Let's see how this works. And that mentality of let's get off our butt and actually do something. Let's not spend the rest of our life staring at a screen. Let's be the person on the screen that they're watching. Let's do that. Let's go make a giant bicycle. Let's make a steam engine just because steam engines are fun. And that mentality is infectious because once you learn that the sewing machines don't require a genius to run, that you can do that. If you can run a sewing machine, you can make something. You can make things you can wear. And you get a pride in that. You get a sense of pride. I made this thing. And it's the best drug in the world. And that's where it goes. So that's how it all started. It's that mentality though of just I got a bunch of tools, let's share. Because there's no reason on earth that you can't learn how to weld. There isn't. Let's learn how to weld, make stuff. Next question. Go.
So where does all your funding come from?
People like you. Our funding sources are very similar to the donor wall that you guys have over there. It's individuals. And it's not just funding. Funding's the hard part. Funding is definitely the major nightmare of my job. But one of the coolest things is it's really hard to speak in generalities about people because you're almost always wrong. But watch this. I'm going to do it and I might even succeed. All right. How many of the gentlemen around this table, and perhaps some of the ladies too, have a socket set? Okay? Cool. You are my dude. Everybody's got a socket set. Now, here's how it works. You buy your socket set, and within the first year, you've lost the 7/16 and the 1/2 inch. Because that's always the 7/16, the first one to go. And as years go by, you end up with half a socket set rattling around because it's not in the tray anymore. And it rattles around the bottom of your toolbox. So you go out and you get a new socket set. You don't throw the old set away! God forbid! That just doesn't happen. You get a new set, and you still don't have a 7/16 socket. But that's how it works. And this cycle perpetuates itself over generations. How many of you have tools that were given to you by your dad or your grandpa? See? Yeah. They go down generations. So what we do is we say we want to share all these tools with a lot of people. So when you buy a shiny new socket set, you take that 6 old sockets, bring them by and donate them. So I get 6 sockets from her, and we get our file cabinet is an actual 6-drawer file cabinet, and it's full of files, metal files.
How many 7/16?
We still don't have 7/16. It comes with the job. But it's all those old tools. And everybody's got old tools that they don't use anymore. There's a tool and die shop up the street from us. And they have an old cold saw. Just it's like a big circular saw, but it spins really, really slow and it cuts metal. they'd had this thing sitting in a tool shed for 20 years. Nobody even knew where it came from. It was rusted solid. The big vise on the front, me, my giant burly manliness, all $1.25 of me, could hang on the arm of the vise and it wouldn't budge. And they left it there because it wasn't worth enough money to haul in for scrap. So they're like, you want it? Well, yeah! So we showed up with half a dozen guys and wrestled it onto a trailer, hauled it back, and it took a week of WD-40 diesel and swearing, but it actually runs like a Swiss watch now. And you look on eBay and these things sell for $2,000. And just because it was neglected, it just needed love. And now we have 50 people a week coming to use that stuff. Next. You guys are easy. Go.
Where do you want to go with this? Where do you want to end
I
up?
want to build a campus. I don't know when it happened, but it was sometime around my generation. Work became a dirty word. And if you don't go to college and have a degreed higher education, you're somehow less. And the concept of respect for people who are electricians, plumbers, farmers, went away. I got a problem with that. Because these are the people that make the world work. These are the people that feed us. We need these people. And if you take away the concept that there's honor in that, there's dignity in that, then people stop wanting to do that for a living. They want button pusher jobs. And I'm all for engineers. We need engineers. We need the eggheads. But somebody's got to get out there and go to work. And it's my job to champion that, to be a champion for skilled labor. Because just because you're a farmer doesn't make you stupid. I know a lot of farmers. None of them stupid. Hit me.
This isn't really a question, but this is like, I'm trying to get people to learn about makerspace myself. As far as education goes, there's a lot of people that are hands-on learners.
Yes.
There's a lot of different ways to learn. And some people learn best by touching things and feeling things and just doing it. So I know schools are doing this.
Some.
Yeah, some.
Well, the makerspace thing got trendy. So now there's a lot of libraries, a lot of schools doing it and all that, which is awesome because I spent the first 10 years of this job explaining to people what it was that we did because it didn't make sense to me.
Right.
But college is a place you go for a degree, which is basically a receipt that says you went to a 4-year party with a $50,000 cover charge. It is. People don't go to college to get an education. They go to college to get a degree. You walk into any university classroom today and count the number of heads that are like looking at their phone. People that are there that don't want to be there. They're there because they have to be there. We don't have that problem. People don't come to us to get a degree. People come to the Geek Group because they have a sincere, passionate desire to learn about a specific thing. If you want to walk in the door and learn how to program robots, I got a 10-foot tall, bright orange, $1 million robot that you can come down and play with, and there's exactly 2 rules. You're not allowed to break the robot. You're not allowed to kill yourself. Beyond that, I don't care. You can do whatever you want. And it's that idea of let's just tinker with this thing because I want to learn about it. That's what a makerspace is. And that's what she wants to put in the library, is a place where people can come and just have access to electronics. Because I want to put blinking lights on my dress. I want to make my own Christmas tree lights. I want to make a sign for my business, anything. And I want to build model rockets with my kids, or anything, robots. And you can do this, and it's not expensive, and it's not hard, and it doesn't take a ton of space. You just gotta want to. And that's what we're both doing.
I can attest to this. Resource Industries has been, let's just say that Paul Kite has an ongoing relationship for a very long time.
Given that I've known him since I was 12 and he ran a music store down on Main Street, yeah.
And I can tell you that both Paul and Michael Stafford have been out there, and we've seen what's happened over many, many years. I remember when we started this, I hear all this secondhand from Paul, but I hear him on, we've got adjoining offices, I hear him on the phone with you.
I've known Paul since I was a little kid.
What he's doing down there is yes, it's hard to describe at some level. If you took the time to just go walk through there, your mind would be blown. There's nothing that can't happen. There's nothing that the access that's available there, to different technology. If you want to learn how to make videos in a broadcast style booth.
Yeah, if you want to learn how to run a TV station, you can do that. We have a TV station.
You know, if you want to learn how a plasma cutter
Get on
works.
our website.
Yeah.
You see all.
The idea is you can.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's there, and I can't. This access
Get on our
that
website.
it gives people, and it's open access. You want to learn something, you can go there and for a pittance.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna, it's gonna be there, and somebody's gonna teach you how to do it, and you're gonna walk away amazed.
That's two things I actually want to touch on that are important. First off is I spent the better part of a half hour wandering around here because it's awesome. And I like this space because it's full of neat things. But this space is very indicative of the culture that we're forced to live in today. And a lot of us are old enough to remember when we lived in the real world and it was fun. As you walk around here, there's signs on everything that says, please don't touch this. This is like every other museum I've ever been in. Every museum I've ever been in my whole life has the same unique quality. They all smell like my grandmother's house. They're all a little bit cold, and you're not allowed to touch anything. It's my grandma's house. We built a place, and we did this in the 21st century, that goes against the lawyers and the insurance companies. We have 5 different insurance companies. You don't want to know what I have to pay because all of you can come in and play with power tools, is why we have 5 different insurance companies. But the idea, when you walk in our door, you'll see all the tools you'll find in Home Depot, and every tool and material you can imagine. And you won't see a single sign anywhere that says, don't touch this. Because it's touch it, pick it up, use it, break it, we'll buy another one, fix it, let's go. And that's that mentality. I'll get right there. There's a simple thing that nobody talks about, and it bugs the hell out of me. We live in a society today, ruled by lawyers and insurance companies, where you have to protect the wee precious children, and everybody gets a medal for showing up, and you cannot ever trust somebody who's 14 with dangerous power tools because you might endanger the wee precious children. They might get hurt. Oh dear God. I could be wrong. It happens a lot. It's how I eventually get around to being right. But I've banked a fortune in my entire life's work on a simple concept. If we continue down the path that we're on with the current generation, where we don't trust them with real responsibility, we don't hold them accountable to their actions, we don't give them an actual chance, we don't give them any trust, what we're going to end up with is a whole generation of people that we can't trust with responsibility or power tools. This scares the hell out of me. So that's why we do what we do. You had a question there.
Yes, and it says tier 2 machinery and
Yes.
non-machinist at all. What is tier 2?
It's a really big stuff that's expensive as hell to run. We have, he knows, he works for Paul. Okay, if you want to run a sewing machine, and we have sewing machines, we have really cool computerized sewing machines that like do embroidery and stuff, you go to make patches and stuff. If you want to do that, it's $20 a month, come down, hang out, you can live in front of that thing. No problem. But if you want to use the big $250,000 CNC lathe or milling machine, these are machines that are the size of a minivan. And when you press that little green button on that machine, my electric meter spins like a top! So we worked out how much it costs to run the machine, and how much it costs to have a guy babysit you to make sure you don't break the $250,000 machine, and all that jazz. Now, if you walk into Paul Keck's shop, it's awesome. I've known a man my whole life. He's got a room this big, full of those machines. And he will make anything you want for about $150 an hour. That's what it costs in the real world to go to a machine shop. It's about $100, $150 an hour, it depends. You can come to our shop and use the big machine. It's going to cost you about $40 an hour. But you have to do all the work. My job is just to make sure you don't break the machine, you don't kill yourself. I don't care what you do beyond that. And you are not guaranteed success. If you go to Paul's shop, you'll actually get the part you want on the first try. He's really good at that. If you go to my shop, you're going to make a whole pile of scrap metal for the first week. The only 2 people guaranteed success in our workshop is the scrap dealer and the tool salesman. Everybody else, you take your chances. But last year, rates for the Geek Group were $40 a month. It's cheaper than cable. And it made us one of the cheapest makerspaces on Earth. Like, we were in the top 10 cheapest makerspaces in the world. And I stood up in front of the crowd every week and said, the only reason that membership's $40 a month is I couldn't figure out a way to get down to 20. As of January 1st, membership's $20 a month. So now, not only is it cheaper than cable, it's Taco Bell once a week.
Yeah.
You're there. And that's the idea, is there's a lot of people are in business to make money. I'm in business to make smart people. And beware of anybody who does for-profit education. That's a dark, dark path. So, thank you, everyone, for having me. It was fun. Sure. Like that.
Rolling.
All right, so I've got the Ulysses speedometer app that I actually like paid money for and got the for reals one. And we're out at the corner of 60th and Garfield. By the way, that's where I grew up. Which is just about a quarter mile up the road. So which way are we gonna do this? Yeah, that was way flatter. Alright, it's really flat between here for the next quarter mile. It's like downhill at like a 0.5% grade. But it's really, really flat. That way it ribbons a little bit. I'll go this way for the first one and that way for the second. Okay. Got batteries loaded up? Okay. Got speedometer. I'm just going to put my phone in my inside jacket pocket.
Radio has to be on.
Huh? Yeah, radio first.
I don't know how to select. Here, I'll do it. Apparently I'm new at the phone's game. Dude, call me back.
Yeah?
Yeah, I talked to him, but it doesn't sound very bright in the phone.
I hope this is it. You might have got the wrong radio.
I grabbed the one that was
I think we're
sitting
okay.
there.
I think we're okay.
I think I
Plug a
have-
battery in. I'll tell you in a second. If
Well,
we have the radio.
there should be a binding clip in the.
Yeah, just plug battery in. I'll let you know if it works.
Plug it in.
Yep, it's the right radio.
Okay.
So the idea here is just a relatively low-speed test run. I'm not going for broke because these are new wheels and I don't know them, and I was getting a bit of a speed wobble on the last one, but I just want to try it on the street and see what she'll do.
So you just want to use the app as your
Yeah.
gauge for today?
My goal today is 20 mile an hour, which is really, really low speed, but I think I can do it even with, because it was getting kind of squirrely in the parking lot.
Yeah.
But I think that's because the parking lot was kind of squirrely. Plus, I don't have throttle, so without a throttle, I'm just going for fast. All right, we got any traffic? We've been standing here talking this whole time. That car's going by.
I know, right?
Here, I'll trade you for a minute. All right, I got both batteries.
Both batteries plugged in. Good to go.
Can't wear shades.
Looks like he stopped. He'll at least see it coming. I don't think so. You can try. I don't think so.
Next time he needs to grab the
And the truck is freaking out. That isn't good. Like he leaned a bit as he stopped.
Well, I mean the wobble. Or he was
Going up a slight incline. It's making the difference.
I've never done a full battery test either, so
It might just be lagging.
these might be low battery speeds.
It's got a hell of a wobble.
Noticed that earlier.
That got a little exciting there.
Is that the end of your batteries?
No, I don't think I got any batteries left after that. That was a hard one. And you can definitely tell fighting the wind.
Yeah.
So let's see what our top speed was. What do you think we did?
Somewhere between 15 and 20.
32!
Nice.
32 mile an hour. That was our...
That's probably going the downhill.
Show me the max. Trip, record stop. We just went 1.1 miles, but there's a max on there. Here. Show me the max.
Show me the max.
Max speed is off.
Okay, well, you can see there 32 miles an hour. That was our max. So that's the record now. 32 miles an hour is the official land speed record, and we're swapping the clouds out for stiffer ones. If you gotta...
I gotta do something better than that.
Yeah. Well, I intentionally beat the shit out of it.
Well, then, yeah.
There's a hell of a difference between into the wind and with the wind, but we've got like 30 miles of wind today. So it's windy out here. It just comes to the territory. Save maximal speed, it's rigged. Okay, so yeah, we went 1.1 miles and max speed was 32. So that's what we got. Huh? Well,
Definitely needs to be something bulkier.
it can do it. It can go. I was nowhere near as fast as I've been on that luge.
Right.
But I got a wicked speed wobble, and I was like, all right, shutter, take the batteries out. Oh yeah, we got a motor on. All right. So, next step is take it back to the next room to redesign.
Forgot to put the channels in.
Yeah, let me see it. That is toasty. It's not puffy or anything though. It's happy battery.
Channels in for air cooling. Better screws.
You know what we do? That junk motor, we mount that on the front of this as an air intake.
You mean the oddball motor?
No, the junk one, the one where it's just a tube.
Oh.
Put that in the front as your... Alright. Well, that was a successful test.
Mm-hmm.
Ah!
Back in the toolbox.
Is it wrong? Did I really want to hop on this? Just right. Alright, load her up. You've got the ammo case, right, for the batteries? Alright. Take the 2 unused batteries. Here.
I'll just stack these right on top. The top 2 will be dead, the bottom 2 will still be
No, I'm
good.
going to have you take the bottom 2 out of the case, because those are totally safe. And, but these are toasty warm.
Yeah.
And... No, it's
So you're putting in a metal box.
Yeah, metal box. Alright.
None of the wiring came undone there?
No, the wiring held. We got one loose motor and we got to change the clouds. And we didn't break anything. It worked great. But just our clouds are too loose. That's the only issue. And the only reason the clouds are too loose is because we have big giant ass wheels on it that we never had before. So she wobbles. Time is 15:44 hours. Huh?
But Batman's just been dying to use this.
Happy birthday! Give you a present because love.
Okay.
Oh, you're finally putting the holes in. Where's the batteries?
The dead ones are sitting still in the box. The good ones are sitting on the bench.
All right, I'll put them on the charge.
Oh, that's cool. I just got keys.
This is more complicated than I wanted it to be.
Okay.
I'll just put lamps.
Alright. Interesting.
It's
It's something I
Dying to use that fucking thing and can't use it.
I don't want to just use it yet on something that's...
Is it a lockpick set?
It is a lockpick set. It's a nice lockpick set.
Sweet.
alright.
Wow. It's alright.
Yeah, I still got the little 6-piece one you gave us.
Yeah.
I'd be able to pick locks if I can't decode a zipper.
It's just getting stuck.
Wow. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday, we love you. Alright, I'm going to put the batteries on to charge from the luge run. This does not go on this bench. This goes on this bench, because that is the bench that goes on. Hey, Casey! Can you please drill a hole in this for me? No, I need an 1/8 inch hole in the back of this box. About an inch down from the top, just an 1/8 inch vent hole. Okay.
What do you need an 1/8 inch hole like?
I need just,
Nah?
yeah. Nah.
Is that in the hinge? That is in the hinge. You
Don't
want
do it in
below
the hinge. Yeah, below the hinge.
Okay.
But I want just a vent hole
Okay.
in case the battery lets go. Thank you, sir.
Hey, how's Chris today?
Another fun-filled day. How you doing, sir?
Good in paradise.
And here's what we ran the batteries down to with the luge test run. That's how low they got. Oh, I really need a voltmeter for the luge. God damn!
You guys get that skateboard work or luge working?
Yeah, we just tested it.
Sweet.
God dots. I like dots, don't judge me.
See the motors already?
Huh?
The motors
What motors?
on the thing.
What'd you do?
Look at it.
You did a thing? Oh, hey! Oh, that's cool. That's.
How many holes do you want along this thing?
I want a 1-inch hole, spaced.
1 inch. That was it. That's what.
Yeah, a 1-inch hole with a 1-inch space between them.
Just do a channel if you want.
No,
You want holes?
yeah, just 1-inch hole.
1 inch holes.
1-inch holes, or about 1-inch holes. They could be this size. Hey, Batman. You gonna put that thing back on there too?
Yeah.
You gonna put that in there?
It's alright.
How you gonna slip that in there with the clamps in place?
Because I can do that with a hand drill later.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
PVC.
Okay, as long as you're happy.
This I'm getting it nice, looks pretty from the outside.
Okay.
And then I can just drill through the PVC once I'm done.
He's still low enough for this question. Yeah, sure.
There's not really anything to see here.
Nothing
Yeah.
to see here? Okay.
It'll look more fun once I get it extruded.
Have you talked to Dominic yet?
I've emailed him. He hasn't gotten back to me.
Okay, he will. Cool.
I'm sure he will. Yes, I did break the cook aside. Check this out.
Loping time.
We have so far This was a new record, 131 seconds.
Wow.
Minimum. Now we're at 311. So Dominic, you're welcome to kill me now. I'm breaking the internet.
Good job.
Yeah, this will work as planned, right?
Totally. This is the safest setup I've ever seen in a drill press. That's great. That'd be fine. (17 hours), and I voted. There you go. So, thrilling present. Hi! It is a beautiful spring day, and I voted. I've never voted in a primary election before. I voted in this one because they gave me somebody worth voting for. So, I'm pretty happy about that. I did everything I could to help make America great again. I voted for Bernie Sanders. So, yeah. Cool. We'll be back. Huh?
No, he didn't notice anything. He asked me why I was taping so much. One Insta is taped anyway.
He'll probably notice the spacing on the holes a little.
Just that one I fucked up.
Okay. I wouldn't say anything about it. Nobody will notice.
As we just said it on the blog.
Yeah, nobody will notice. Do you need an adult there?
Well.
You want me to do that for you? You look a little confused.
Bites into plastic.
That's a smooth, perfect surface finish. It's great.
Well, it was when it came out of the mill.
You gonna go out the other side, or?
You gotta flip it. The drill bit's not. Well, it might be long enough this time around.
Wait.
No, I do that.
Yeah. Can I try one? Here, I'll trade you.
Yeah.
Neat. Normally, you would never use rotational speed that high for a 1-inch drill bit, but
we're going into PVC, so it doesn't really matter, right?
That and it's just kind of cool to see a bit that big spin that fast.
Yeah.
That's lovely. That's your speed holes there.
Yeah, they'll play a chord for you that'll just drive you.
Yeah, do it in the middle.
How's it going?
He's causing problems. What's up in your world, sir?
Hello.
Hi.
I have a kid that's interested in making drones, so
Yeah?
came to see
What do you want to know?
where, when, who's here to when they make
You want to make quadcopters?
it. He does.
Okay. How old is he?
He's 18.
Okay. No problem. We can help with that.
I know you can. That's not me. What's this for?
Jet-powered street luge.
Oh, that's right.
The batteries get a
High
little hot.
spin, gentle push. Your thing's loose there. No, you probably, yeah, the gear kicks
The
out.
clutch is a little weird.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's,
Aluminum is not fun.
Well, the aluminum I'm not drilled into it. It's not a plastic beam.
hi.
You want to tell him what a CNC machine does?
That one makes parts. This machine works to generate as many metal chips as possible in order to ensure a continued source of income for the scrap dealer and the chip salesman. That's what it's for.
That's what I think, yes.
This place is great.
It's a fun time. See, you voted. You're cool. Hi. Are you guys having fun?
So much fun. Seriously. I'm like,
Hey, Batman.
Yeah.
You're pushing too hard.
Exactly. Those are castle tunnels. Castle tunnels. Yeah, sure, no problem. That is a 1997 Lotus Esprit. The car is a 1997 Lotus Esprit V8 twin turbo. It was donated to us for that engine conversion project. We can make that.
You're learning fun things?
engineeringtoolbox.com. How could you not learn fun things? However, I have still broken the KUKA website. 240, look at that.
Hey. When it hits 500, sell. We'll be back.
What?
You doing it or you want me to?
You are.
Oh, okay. I'm doing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have brought you here today on this momentous occasion when Brother Higley has risen up out the ghetto.
Now I move to
And I have it on great authority that your favorite type of cake is an abomination known as key lime cheesecake. So, happy birthday, sir.
Thank you.
Vote for singing! How many people think we should sing? I know, you're a music history major, so it might be a thing. Alright, no singing today, thank God. Alright, there's Jen and cherry cheesecake. Also, we have party hats.
Nice.
Wow, that smells like fun.
That's not open. I'm not going to do this on the pool table. We can learn.
Hey, message.
Not like you're going
to open that.
Oh, it's Katie thanking us because, you know.
This one may still be slightly frozen.
Well, this is supposed to be cold.
It's cold, hence be slightly frozen.
Here, can you take this back so I can help her?
Okay, sure.
And fork.
It was like 36 to 8.
That's just enough for Casey.
So, after this, you two are doing the fan run?
Yes.
Alright, I might go on that just for kicks.
If you want, I don't think we should.
Big fan? I don't know, if I can get out of here, I will.
Well,
So how old are you, sir?
40.
About 40.
About 40.
Close enough.
Plus or minus 3
There's
years.
30.
33?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm older than you are.
30 plus or minus 3 years.
Am I really that old?
Yeah, you are.
Really that old?
We'll
It's
be
like
back.
I got this sense for just
Comment and tell Casey happy birthday because you love him.